The dwarfs of Erebor have been a thorn in our side for far too long. Today is the day we eradicate them from the mountains and claim what is rightfully ours. Hey, what up guys, it's Fish here and welcome back to another battle for the Rise of Mordor mod for Total War Attila. I'm still using the pre-alpha build. Currently there's no more additions to the mod itself. However, I am yet to show off what the dwarfs actually look like, so I thought I would jump in, play a defensive battle with the dwarfs against the Men of Dale and kind of have a little cool scenario where the Men of Dale are just coming to kind of eradicate them from the cities they hold around Dale themselves. So they've kind of got greedy, maybe even been corrupted. This isn't obviously going to be lore friendly or anything. I know throughout the whole War of the Ring, the dwarfs and the Men of Dale fought bravely together, even having an epic last stand at the gates of Erebor itself, which hopefully, I'm hopeful one day they'll make a film of the stuff in the north, because, you know, seeing that last battle would be epic on the scale that Lord of the Rings was. That would be truly glorious. So today, what we have is we have a custom city, which isn't anything to do with Rise of Mordor. This is just something I found on the workshop, which I thought would be pretty cool. There's lots of mountains around as well, which you can kind of see now as I scope past, which do look pretty cool. And I felt like that was a kind of a good thing to set the scene for the battle today. It kind of showed off, you know, that we are kind of, you know, around the Blue Mountains and stuff like that. But if we take a look at the city itself around here, it has some interesting kind of streets and departments and ways you can kind of run up, which I thought would be very interesting for the battle itself. It has a pretty cool little running cliff here with, you know, a few ways up, which will be fun to fight up and down. There's also like 4 or 5 ways into the main city, and as you fall back to the upper level, you go ahead and have these 2 like final choke points. I believe it's actually a Greek city, which this is, or supposed to represent a Greek city, which I imagine will maybe be making its way into ancient empires or maybe something along them lines. But yeah, for today this is a dwarven settlement where the dwarfs actually come out of the mountains. So yeah, let's speed up the camera and we'll get this battle started. We have a few barricades to deploy, and obviously I want to show off my men as well, just making sure the camera is as sped up as it should be. So yeah, we have a few units to look at. Obviously first, these are because there's only 2 dwarven units in the mod at the moment. We have the Grim Hammers, which are the dudes over here. They basically are just armed with a pretty hefty war axe, and also kind of like a mining pick back there as well, which is very cool to see. But also, just look at the detail on the weapon itself. Like, we got the dwarven runes on the actual hammer part. You've got these really nice intricate designs going down the axe itself as well. As well as that, they have awesome armor. They look really clean, and I love the beards as well. It'd be cool if we could get like more variations of beard, but obviously that's just, you know, me nitpicking on the actual unit itself. They look really cool, and obviously they are a lot smaller than any like man or Orokai, which is also really cool to see. I love the, you know, the difference in height. Obviously the animations don't completely kind of like clean up together, and they don't just, you know, like match up, but they're still awesome nonetheless. Obviously it's a work in progress, and maybe one day we will actually get different animations and stuff like that for the dwarfs and, you know, orcs and stuff like that. That'd be amazing if one day we did. So yeah, also we have these what are these, Sons of Erebor, Spear Guard of Erebor. So these are the dwarfs of Erebor holding their ground, and again they do just look glorious, armed with a shield and a spear, looking very nice. I think I have them in shield wall over here. Yeah, I have them in shield wall over here, right here, and they're obviously going to be holding the line against the Men of Dale. I gave the Men of Dale a ton of soldiers as well. If we just take a quick glimpse of their force, I gave them a bunch of these Dalian swordsmen. These are their top tier swordsmen. They're extremely strong, and I love their capes. What's not to love when someone has a cape? As well as that, I gave them these Dalian marksmen, and also these elite soldiers of the Bardings. Oh no, the Bardings aren't the elite ones, but they still look fucking sick nonetheless. I also gave them another elite archer unit, so I gave them a ton of archers as well, so it's going to be extremely hard. I don't foresee me actually winning this battle, just because I gave them so many men. We're already heavily outnumbered, and they have like 6 or 7 units of archers, so it's going to be a hard fight. And obviously us dwarfs at the current build, I imagine when the mod gets a bit more developed, obviously the dwarfs will have crossbows and maybe even rams. I don't know how they want to go about doing the rams. Obviously this has been based heavily on Peter Jackson, or at least Gondor has been based heavily on the Peter Jackson kind of interpretation from the book, so it'll be interesting to see what they do with like rams and stuff that they see in The Hobbit for sure. Yeah, I also obviously gave them some cavalry as well. We have some merchant escorts, and then finally they also have some of these Dalian spearmen, And if we go further down the line, they have some militia. We'll see all of these guys as we get into it. I just want to try and find one of the units I'm looking for, which is their general unit. If I press K, it'll probably help me out find out where their general unit is. Or maybe I can't even see him. Maybe he is hidden from me for now. So yeah, let's just go and get started. I still need to put down some of my defenses. So let's go ahead and try and help myself or help myself out a bit by putting down these spikes. Hopefully that will help kind of warn off any cavalry coming this way. And if the AI does decide to throw some cavalry in, I'm hoping it will kill it. Nonetheless, we'll also put down some dangerous pitfalls as well. And we also have one spike left. So let's just stick the last bit of spikes. Let's just stick them because our men will move forward there. Let's just stick them on this rampart. That'll be pretty cool to see. Yeah, let's stick them on this rampart like right here. We also have a barricade we could stick down. We actually have 2 barricades to stick down, but yeah, screw it. We won't use any barricades. So let's get this battle started, as I imagine the AI is going to throw forth all legions very, very soon. We have our Dwarven general currently doing a nice Roman speech, which is always good to see. Actually, no, screw it. It is obviously a lot more effective to have your soldiers in like a long line, but I like having these dense formations where there's a little gap in between as well. I think that looks really cool. Even if it isn't the most optimal formation to create, I still think it looks cool. So let's form a wall. You brave, brave men of Durin, you will hold your line to the last. That looks like a sick Dwarven spear line. And as many of you guys know, as our nice little advisor tells us how we're all going to get slaughtered and die, as you guys know, I love the Dwarfs. The Dwarfs are by far my favourite faction. I just think they're awesome, and you know, I'll definitely be playing these guys a ton going forward. We have our dwarf set up there. We have infantry set up all along here in case we do get enveloped. They're going to be throwing their men hard over here, so we're going to get our Grim Hammers up here kind of fast. Obviously, we have to be careful of them outflanking us as well. Our general is right here as well. Our general is situated in the front line like any Dwarven general should do, and he is ready to fight. But here we go. The first little engagement is going to be right here. Well, it's not going to be little, as they have 6,000 men. Who are we up against first as the archer volleys come in as well? We have the Spearmen of Erebor up against the Watchpost Sentinels. So these aren't super elite soldiers. These are, but they've got their Lake Town Guard coming up as well. This is going to be a difficult fight for sure. I'm just hoping that my dwarves... Oh my god, they actually already got around my flank. Grim Hammers, you are immediately needed up here. Come up, boys. You need to help out and reinforce the line. Oh my god, the Men of Dale have got completely round. As well as that, they're bringing cavalry round. What? What? Okay, okay, well that was unexpected. That was very much unexpected. So they are definitely using some pretty crazy tactics to begin with. I didn't think they could teleport through that bit of terrain, but I guess I just wasn't paying attention. There is a bit of a steep cliff incline here. I'm hoping that my dwarfs will be able to do decently against their forces up here. Who are these guys? These are the Northman Scouts. They have some pretty interesting weapons as well. A lot of them have just kind of got I guess cleave weapons and just some rusty swords and stuff. So that's cool to see. I'm hoping my dwarfs won't get cut down because obviously we have no real counter to their cavalry. I can't believe how much damage they did there against my main line. Are they throwing all their soldiers over here? No, they're actually holding back a big portion of their army. That's interesting to see. I've never seen the AI actually hold back a decent reserve line. They've got all their archers up here. The archer fire is going to be what was really, really brutal. As well as this, if you're wondering what the music is in the background, it is going to be the soundtrack for the mod itself. So if you like the sound of this and you know, want to obviously see them make more music, then make sure to write in the comments. That looks pretty sick indeed as our dwarves hold the line. Arrows in their shields. You've got a big portion of the enemy cavalry there as well, as the dwarfs hold strong. There's even some Dale men actually in the formation, but he just took an arrow to the back and also died. This looks really cool with all the dwarfs. There's plenty of arrows in their shield. So as I said, I do not expect to win this one bit. I just hope I put up such a good fight. You know, and I always want there to be a possibility that I will win the day. Oh man, did you see that Dwarven strike there? That just smashed their men back. Like, they all went back from that one Dwarven swing, so that was mighty. I think I might even set up my general over here as well to help out, just to break this flank, because if he can break this flank, then that will allow me to support soldiers elsewhere. This frontal Dwarven shield wall as well is not doing too well. I think I'm pretty tempted just to break formation and charge forward, because at the moment the dwarfs are getting surrounded, so let's just push forward, I think, against the enemy line. Or maybe we'll have to reinforce them against the Lake Town Guard. The Lake Town Guard look really sweet, very much like they do in the movie. We'll get a nice little close-up right here. Yeah, they look very, very clean. So we'll go back to playing at normal speed. I don't want to obviously play on super fast. We are breaking them, but they have actually managed to get a nice little charge in the back. God, the AI is being really smart. I'm not sure if they've changed much about it. I don't think they have. Oh, beautiful. We've broken them there. So now we can support our men over here. We'll speed up the camera just a bit as well, which will give us a much better chance at kind of microing our forces. So we'll bring our general back as well, get him up here. The nice thing is as well, our Grimhammers can actually move into Frenzy, which just makes them a really, really strong force. Yeah, I'm really surprised they're not pushing me over here. I guess they're just focusing on smashing me here, and then they're going to try and break me, kind of tire me out here, and then push forward. So yeah, let's use our Frenzy charge. Oh, it's a charge ability, okay. Well, luckily we don't have to use that anytime soon. We're not charging them. Archer volleys, though, are painful. They obviously have their elite units up here as well. Oh my god, them archer volleys are taking us apart right now. But this does look spectacular. It really does. Oh my god, as the dwarfs rally! The dwarfs rally and run through that shield wall. They want to kind of give the shield wall enough time to regain their strength. Heads are getting smashed apart and caved in by these dwarfs. They are giving no quarter whatsoever. Oh, I can't wait until the dwarfs are more fleshed out and they have, you know, a lot more soldiers. Look at this little, like, group right here, though, as well, who have broken through the middle of the line and are just fighting the Dale soldiers as they pour across us. Yeah, I can't. Oh, they put down their shields. I just fucking love Lord of the Rings. As someone who's grown up playing Third Age, you know, when the first part of, like, I think first time I played it, it was on, like, 2 point something. And then obviously 3.2 came out and that looked amazing. If you go back and look, I have a video on when Minas Tirith first got released to the public like 6 years ago. And it was, I sound like an absolute cringy kid. But it's glorious nonetheless. And yeah, I'm just so excited to see this mod developed, and you know, it's making strides. Hopefully our videos do motivate the team to keep on working hard and keep on producing it, because I can't wait until the dwarfs are developed and we get a proper like orc faction as well. I'm really looking forward to seeing what the orcs look like. Just not like Uruk-hai, but just like the basic Uruks and the basic orcs that are so iconic from the films. These soldiers are going to be a hard nut to crack for sure. They're extremely elite. They're extremely strong. They have lots of armor and they're well trained. If we press K and we hover over them, if we can find them in this mess, you can see that they are actually elite tier. So they're not trained, they're not militia, they're elite tier. I'm hoping that the AI is going to throw in the rest of them troops soon. I was expecting them to kind of do a multiple assault here. Oh, nice. We've got some men around the flank. Let's go. These spearmen are probably not the best idea because we're getting shot to pieces by their archers. The men are doing a great job at using their missile advantage. These marksmen are extremely strong and they're going to be pushing forward. They also have some of these men of Lake Town. These are like the yeoman archers. They're basically just like the crappy fishermen which you see from the film. They're going to be volleying in, but that does not mean that our spearmen can't get in the side of the men of Dale. And they can start pushing up the hill. These brave dwarfs, come on, you mighty warriors. Up the hill you go. I know fighting up hill is probably going to be pretty hard because they obviously have a longer reach with their spears. But you are vicious, ferocious warriors as the eagle passes by. That looks sick right there. Look at that dwarven shield wall right there. That looks really cool. Oh, that looks beyond cool. The amount of blood just lying there. Especially off the cliff as well, as more of the Grimhammers push forward through the line. We also obviously see that cavalry over there. I need to keep on keeping an eye on the rest of their soldiers back there, just to see if they actually do decide to push out anyone. Because if they decide to attack me anywhere, it might be a bit of an issue for me. Oh, they're trying to be cheeky here. Let's pop our ferocious charge as well. That'll give us a huge boost as we just charge in, boys. The general is coming in. He is ready to knock some skulls for Durin. Oh, it's only militia as well. Oh, these guys are going to get slaughtered. Look how many of them are just dropping as the general moves in. Our general is definitely involved, and he is rallying the men. Rallying the soldiers forward. Oh my god, the death and destruction there. More arrows coming in, picking away our soldiers. It might be a good idea for me to actually throw in my battle line. But for now, these guys will just hold firm and just take whatever is thrown at them. If it's missiles, if it's men, they will just hold strong. Also, take a look at the detail on their weapons as well. That is pretty impressive. Also, to note that. Are they throwing in their missiles now? Have these guys run out of ammunition? I think they have. Nice. So we're actually starting to whittle down their ammunition. And they're going to be charging into the side of my soldiers, I think. Oh no, these dwarfs have been surrounded. The dwarfs have been surrounded. No, you brave men, hold firm. We must send men to reinforce. We cannot let our dwarven ally be left to torment and death. Come down the little slope which we didn't know existed and make your way there. If we look at the man count so far, we've killed coming close to 2,000. We've killed like 1,500 and we've lost 400. So that's not too bad. However, we are definitely losing them right now. The dwarves have been surrounded. That is not good. That is not good one bit. We'll bring back our general as well. We don't want him to be engaged in this fight. We'll also send some spearmen to help out as well. We just brought up some fresh troops. Yeah, boys, help out. Charge in there. Pop your charge as well. This charge is going to give us a huge amount of bonuses as they come in. And just, we should slaughter these archers. They should not be an issue. As well as that, these marksmen should be fine. We need to fight our way to our dwarven brothers. I think we have already made a gap there. Nice. So we are now not surrounded with our dwarfs. That was so cool to see, though. I loved that. That was awesome. Look at the dwarf. They're rallying to their kin. They're seeing their kin come across, and they're like, we will fight to the bitter end for you. I think they actually managed to rout some of the enemy forces as well. Oh, that's beautiful. Let me know in the comments down below what faction you're looking forward to the most. I think faction-wise, it is literally... I think the elves will look really cool. That's my Grimhammers up there. I think the elves will look like really, really nice and clean. However, I think I'm looking forward to just seeing the full roster of the dwarfs and just seeing their ferocious troops and just they're just mighty warriors. Oh, look how sick this looks as they're coming up. My dwarven shield wall up there, which is still under heavy missile fire. But the dwarfs are holding strong. That one dwarf is closing off the entire pass right there. I mean, this might be the major part of the battle. They might literally not break through this. I think we've managed to kill a lot of their missiles, and they are running low on ammunition. So as soon as their archers run out of fire, I think we'll be in a very, very good spot to just keep on grinding away at this battle. Arrow fire is still coming in, but the dwarfs are holding strong. The rain is pouring down as well. Like, the rain is absolutely horrific right now. This must be an extremely cold battle, but I imagine the actual fighting itself is going to be keeping the line warm. Nice, they put down their spears and they get ready to push in. I think our Grimhammers did actually get taken out over here. You can see plenty of dwarven dead as well as enemy dead as well from the Dalesmen. You got that Dalian commander right there as well with his huge weapon, which is apparently in the shape of a falcon, someone was telling me. The Lake Town Guard also pushing up. But I mean, these dwarfs have had a little bit of a break. And you see that Lake Town Guard just get pushed back from the battle. These dwarfs are mighty and strong. Half the enemy force as well is still just holding in reserve. So are they even going to push up? I might have to go send some units to go tempt them forward. And we'll go back down the hill as well. Because these soldiers do look like they're holding. We'll go back down the hill and see how our flanking force is doing. Because if we could rout all of these soldiers, that would be great. Oh no, did I tell them crap, that's not good. I just told these dwarfs to break formation and charge forward. That's not going to be great at all. My bad. We actually are now surrounded, so let's speed up the camera really quickly so I can sort this mess out which I just created. That is not good one bit. However, we do have men to send. We have plenty of men to send. That's probably just going to send them to their death though, unfortunately, which was probably my bad. Yeah, let's charge him there. Let's charge him there. Well, these dwarfs actually have brace as well, which is pretty good. Some of these dwarfs have made it down here as well. Oh my god, they literally have. And look at the blood on the rock as well. That is crazy. Sending their cavalry back to whence they came. These dwarfs seem to be doing a good job at actually taking out the horsemen, which is something I'm pretty happy to see. They're definitely killing several of the enemy lines. Yeah, they just throw the enemy back. They have no quarter one bit. Nice, we killed a general. That's going to be huge. I wonder if that's going to kind of force the rest of the enemy army forward. I guess let's have a look. Nope, they're just sending in more of their archers into the combat itself. I mean, it's smart that they're doing this because, I mean, it's keeping a large portion of their force fresh and not really scared. So we might try and mass rout this. Let's just bring up the general. We have a war cry ability. Let's try and break this. We do still have plenty of men left remaining. They obviously still have plenty of men left remaining as well. Let's move up our shield wall bit as well to these spikes. Let's see if we can encourage them to come forward a little bit by maybe showing off these soldiers, because maybe they were hidden. I mean, imagine their army's just waiting in reserve right there. Let's pop our war cry. Let's make this a massacre, and let's charge forward. Our general can move up as well. They have a lot of spearmen here. In the rest of their army, they have a majority of their swordsmen, I think, by the looks of it. If we press the map, we can also take a little glimpse as well to see if they are pushing forward, which they're not, which is fine. Obviously, we can see right here what the enemy are doing. So let's move up some forces like here, just to see if they'll push forward, because I want them obviously to get all these swordsmen involved, because they've currently been fighting a lot with their spear militia and their spearmen. They have not really thrown too many of their soldiers into combat. Maybe that other part of their force is just waiting for the command from the general, which won't come. The dwarfs are rallying forward to their kin, and they are slaughtering every Dalian soldier that is in their way. Especially these guys are just smacking these unarmored archers in the head with their weapon. One clean strike and they're dead. They just don't have any armor, so I don't know what they expect to do against these heavily armored dwarfs. Imagine getting your chest caved in. This one dwarf is taking on like 6 dudes, and he's taking them down left, right, and center. Come on, let's kill another one, stumbling him back. Oh, his dwarven brother is laying on the ground, slain. Come on, take out as many in his honor. You need to take out this guy if possible. Oh, and he caves in his head. Oh, that was brutal. This one dwarf is slaughtering them. He's almost defeated everyone. Their weapons just aren't good enough to pierce. Oh, that's bloody beautiful right there. How's our dwarven advance here? I mean, I guess we'll just send our forces out here and force them to come forward. Like, I feel like we'll just kind of intimidate them or something. Like, not intimidate them, but just charge forward. And we are getting shot to pieces at the moment, so let's just charge forward, and hopefully that will kind of kickstart this entire army. I imagine what the army's doing right now is it's waiting for this force over here to kind of fail. But for now, we'll just continue to push forward. Oh, the death and destruction round here as well is pretty crazy. How are the dwarves doing over here, actually? Because I want to watch them as they charge in for Ratharoon and the World's End. We obviously want to pop their charge as well. Does make them exhausted. Oh, we're getting shot to pieces over here. We are getting shot to pieces. They are reforming now, by the looks of it, as these brave dwarfs are charging forward. We'll charge these guys forward. They are actually about to get charged in the flank, but we will charge through the trees. My men are almost hidden as well. That looks so funny. My men are almost hidden, but that charge was beautiful. We did plenty of damage, and I think that has kickstarted their entire battle line now, which is definitely good to see. These guys are the warriors we want to be watching the most. We can barely see the enemy in these trees. The grass is way too long for us. We should obviously stay in our mountains. It'd also be really interesting to see if they do ever add in like any mountain stuff. That'd be very, very cool. So we've claimed victory over here. I'm hoping we're not going to have to advance out and fight the enemy. I'm hoping the AI will push forward. But if we do have to, we will push forward. Even though their missiles seem pretty brutal nonetheless. We only have 1 unit left. Yeah, them archers are slaughtering us. It's because it's the marksmen of Dale. They're extremely strong. Extremely strong. And we've just been surrounded here. This was definitely a forlorn hope. And there we go. They are dead. So I'm hoping the enemy will push forward now onto the rest of our battle line, which does suggest we probably do need to send more men forward as well. So let's do that. Let's bring up more forces over there. We have enough men kind of defending back here. And obviously we have a few men round here as well. So let's hope they do form up. They are being shot by our missiles, yeah, but it looks like they are moving up. Now I think they're actually just slaughtering the remainders of the dwarfs. That is brutal. That is absolutely brutal. Here's a little glimpse of our dwarven line. Oh my god, they are literally slaughtering them. We have 1 dwarven soldier around here as well. 1 dwarven warrior. He is brave beyond end. What, they literally just going to sit here and defend? That's fine with me. We will sally out. So I'll bring it to you guys when we are ready to move out. Okay, guys, so our advance is ready. I've brought the troops to the front line and we are going to march out. If this is the end in fire, then we shall all burn together. So let's move out our starting force right here. Obviously, we'll get them to march for now until they are into the enemy lines. As well as this, we have a pretty nice flanking force with our general, so we'll move them into the flank as well. Until we are into missile range, we will just advance forward with our dwarfs, and this will give us a nice chance to just take in the full beauty of these units as they do move forward. Through the long grass. The long grass kills me every time. It's just so... It's just always literally the size of my dwarven warriors. However, size does not matter when you are a ferocious warrior like these dwarfs are. And I hope the enemy are not charging me right now. By the looks of it, I don't think they are. Oh god, they might be actually. Yet they are setting up their cavalry, which is fine with me actually. So let's get our men to hold position. We'll brace as well, and that should hopefully clean up these what are these, merchant escorts. They have no business here whatsoever, and we will make quick work of them. This also does give our flanking force time to get into the right position as well. These guys are exhausted, so again, it does also give them a lot of time to get their energy back as well. I mean, this flanking force's main target as this one dwarf moves forward with his hammer. The main goal of this force is to literally just silence them archers, because them archers are super dangerous. Yeah, you guys should be in shield wall as well, and you guys should not be running forward so quickly. Oh god, here they come. Reform, boys, if you can. Reform as fast as you can. Spears, get around this flank. The enemy are charging forward full force. Oh my god, this is not going to be good for these hammerers. Oh, it's going to be a brutal enemy cavalry charge. Oh, that was painful. They smashed right into the side there. We need probably... Oh my god. Oh my lord, the amount of blood there. You guys need to hurry the hell up now. So let's go. Let's push this battle into overdrive as they reform. We need to break forward into their lines as quickly as possible. You guys go around there. You guys go with the main objective to kill them. Advance there. Advance there. You smash through that center with that unit. General moves up as well. You move in there. You guys can hold the line perfectly with Spear Militia helping out there. You guys move in to fill that gap and then charge, and then you guys go in to fill that gap. We'll pop our brace ability as well on a couple of these units just to give us a bit of a better push against this enemy. So this is going to be dangerous. We could lose the battle, but you know, we are dwarf. We do not stand idly by as the entire Dale army moves in to fight us. These spearmen should be good. However, in the previous battle, we were fighting a huge amount of they got their cavalry coming in as well. That is not good at all. We need to try and kill this cavalry as quickly as possible. We've done a good job at killing it this flank, but we still need our spearmen to get up here and kind of take care of it. That's the kind of disadvantage we have right now, is we just don't have the cavalry to deal with any of this. So yeah, you guys move around there. You guys actually come in here and help kill the cavalry there. The general has moved up as well. And remember, we have killed their general as well, so that's something we have got going for us. That cavalry charge as well is just not going to be good for us. The cavalry, yeah, you see how many dwarves have been knocked to the ground. Luckily, though, we have managed to kill that cavalry charge. Good. You guys can come back around here now. You infantry can move around and then charge in ferociously into the sides of these Dale swordsmen, because breaking these Dale swordsmen are going to be so important. It really is. Yeah, ferociously charge. You guys are going to be exhausted, but it's going to be needed nonetheless. We'll pop our war cry there, and I mean the general can go in as well. We just need you guys to chase down their archers, and you guys can kind of scream for that as well. Yeah, if we can kill their cavalry, I think victory will be ours. It's just kind of another also trying to deal with their archers as well, which is going to be brutal. But I believe we can do it. So if we click play, we can watch all of this unfold. Yeah, you guys pop your charge in the side there. You guys keep coming round. Let's watch this as they come in. The dwarves are going to slaughter them. Nice, look how deep we made it into their front line. Slaughtering them left, right, and center. Oh god, that's not good. We're getting shot. We just need to charge then, I think. Try and silence these missiles. Oh, we've been caught again by some more infantry. They have a ton of infantry here, but we have managed to break them here. Turn around and charge into the back there. This one dwarven soldier can also get in. Let's send this one unit over here. Yeah, you guys surround them, cut them down, break their line. They are doing decent damage though. These are not, you know, just mindless orcs. These are strong warriors of Dale. They are the top units. Their first assault was much weaker. And obviously we had to charge out just because they would not charge us. So let's see if we can catch them even with a ferocious charge. Obviously they're much faster than us. They're now shooting me in the back. So maybe this wasn't the best idea. Maybe it would have been better for me to like kind of take a more frontal assault. But yeah, this unit's just going to get shot to pieces right now. So maybe my best thing I can do is just literally get into combat with them, try and kill their infantry, and then hope that breaks everything else. Let's bring up some spearmen here. We are doing a good job here. If we can maybe war cry it, that would also be great. As soon as this breaks, we managed to surround the Dale infantry right here. Yeah, it's just that archers are so strong, and we have no counter to that at the moment. As I said before, this is obviously a work in progress, so as soon as the dwarves get more fleshed out, they obviously have crossbows they can use, and a ton of siege equipment as well. So I'm hoping that siege equipment will then provide kind of a counter to these missiles. So yeah, let's just charge in and try and break this big blob. I guess is my only like thing I can hope for right now. Because killing their missiles is not going to be easy to do one bit. I think our general is getting shot to pieces as well as he's fighting horsemen. Yeah, he actually just got cavalry charged. The cavalry shouldn't be a issue. We have more than enough men to whittle these down. And I imagine as soon as we slow down the horses, it would just take one clean hit to the horse's chest and the rider would be dismounted. So I imagine the dwarf wouldn't be too bad at kind of dealing with these guys. It's just the strength of the Dalian swordsmen are kind of holding us back, but we have done great considering how heavily outnumbered we were. We are doing a great job right now as we just go down the battle line. And really just take a glimpse of this strong dwarven battle line. You know, that's what I'm excited to see. The dwarven units where they can just hold out for days on days. I was talking to one of the mod creators as well, and he was letting me know that if people continue to play this, he might like update this build just so the units are a bit more balanced, which is really awesome, because I would love for these, this to kind of get a bit of a quality of life addition, just to make the units a bit more equal for what we've got at the moment. That would definitely make for some interesting battles. Yeah, this spear wall just looks so goddamn beautiful. Look at it. It does. It's just the way that the spears kind of just continue to push up. It does. It looks sick. We're obviously not going to be doing a ton of damage to these soldiers, but luckily these are just boatmen, so they're just like their marines. We also have the OP as fuck tower shooting in. Want to keep on pushing here with our warriors. I'm hoping we can break them before. Yeah, they probably do. I'm hoping we can break them before their archers kind of get to the frontier. Some of their archers are running out of ammunition, but look at this. We have completely surrounded them now. Push forward, rally to your kin. Our general is pretty low now, in fairness. We'll ferocious charge him in. But yeah, we are caving them into kind of like a box. And their soldiers are starting to run a bit. So we just need to keep on putting on the pressure, so let's do that. We'll send our dwarfs forward. Look at them push forward. Beautiful. And it's only a matter of time. They have actually run out of all their ammunition on a few of their units. Our generals died. No! No! Come on, hold firm, boys. We'll send a few soldiers around this flank. That is not good one bit. Yeah, I think we're going to lose maybe. I don't know. This is going to be a super close battle. This is awesome. I love, creating these scenarios where the battles are actually really, really close. Which is exactly what they're going to be. We have a few really strong units of dwarves left. It's just their archers. I think their archers are going to win the day for them. I always want this to be the case. I never want to, because it's always really boring. Like, these AI battles are never, as exciting as when you play it online. However, when you can get a battle this close and you kind of create a story, that we managed to push back the first initial assault of the Dalemen, the Dale soldiers. And then the dwarves kind of felt like they had the advantage. If they pushed out the city and they could break the Dale force once and for all, considering they had no general, they had, you know, a very much depleted force, the dwarves felt that they could push out. And that's kind of the story that Total War should try and tell every single battle. Just these interesting stuff, you know, things that happen. The dwarves felt like they were strong enough to push out. They didn't want to continue to be sieged. They were running low on supplies, so the general gave the order to charge out. They did obviously take several casualties due to the archer fire, but they made it such an end, and I feel like we're going to lose now, unfortunately. However, we will hold firm nonetheless. We also have some infantry right here as well, so just keep pushing forward. And you never know, we might manage to break these guys. It's just that, again, there are archers which still do have some ammunition left, which are going to be our main issue. We have 242 men left. They have 700 left. So definitely been a very, very close battle. We'll pop our brace on a few of our units. Yeah, we'll pop our brace on as many units as we can, on the stronger units, just to give these guys, what does this give us? More entry mass and attack against cavalry. But it doesn't mean they can't move, actually, which is interesting to note. They don't really have a lot of infantry left. If we could break their infantry, then their archers aren't going to be that hard to break. They obviously do have a lot of low-ranking soldiers as well. We'll ferocious charge our way into this battle. If we can break their weaker units here, then, I don't know, this is going to be a close battle. I feel like we don't have it just because the sheer amount of men they have left and them archers. But we do have that tower shooting. And I can't imagine the mud as well in this battle. Yeah, we're losing more and more men. Flee for your lives, dwarfs. So as I said, probably in the beginning of the episode, if you enjoyed this and want to see more Rise in Mordor, make sure to hit that share button, make sure to drop a like down below. Also, make sure to comment, let me know what kind of factions you want to see. I haven't played as Dale in a little while, so I think my next battle will be as Dale. Maybe Dale against a large Easterlings force or something like that. Just let me know, kind of give me ideas of what I can do in the mod, and I'll be more than happy to do that as we watch this final stand of the dwarfs. Yeah, there's not many of us left now. We'll get on board with the last unit as we push forward against their main line. I mean, we definitely made heavy casualties, considering we were outnumbered 3-1 and we charged out. If we would have stayed in a defensive position, there's no way we would have lost this battle. But, you know, the AI wasn't budging, so we had to push forward. And here we go. Literally, the last stand of the dwarfs have gone and they've routed to be captured. So let's end the battle and see how this turned out. I'm really interested to see how much damage we did. Oh my god, this one unit of Grimhammers got 534 kills. That is pretty goddamn impressive. This unit of my Axemen or my Grimhammers as well got 452. That's beautiful from the general unit, the Elite Guard. So we definitely did good. We definitely killed more than 2-1. So I'm happy with that. Their archers, their bardings did so goddamn well. Their sword infantry doing good. Their elite infantry doing good. Cavalry not actually doing that great. Their militia not doing great. But yeah, this overall force just doing okay. And their elite troops kind of stepping in. So yeah, I'm proud of my dwarfs for sure. They did me proud. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If you did, as I said, drop a like and a comment down below. And I'll see you guys next time. And fish out.